ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Manning. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Third and long for the Giants and Eli following the sack. Shotgun now for Manning. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They snap it at one. Now Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got Sanu. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. That now running right through it. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, Ryan. He'll air this one toward Coleman. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They toss to Freeman. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. operating from the gun. Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
New York set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
So after the INT, it's Manning, and that's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Manning on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stewart on 1st down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Snap comes at 1. Manning. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Ryan. Rolling to his right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ryan now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Ryan. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down carry for Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is taken around the 12. And the Giants ready to come out now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Manning now on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Manning now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giants first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Manning forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vic Beasley in there to get him for a loss of 5. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Working from the gun, Manning. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. after the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Manning will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The toss out to Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, here's Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Manning. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They go play action here on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. So now Eli and the Giants will line up and go for 2. So after the INT, it's Manning. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, wait.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Ryan now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%.
20. Ready. Gun. Hey, quick lance. Gun.
Here's Ryan to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Ready. 12. 39. 11. Say stop. Wait. 39. Let it go.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Trying to lay one up deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun. At 25. Gun. 20.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. They give him a gain of 37. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got some space here. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Yeah, he was the first back taken in the draft. Ended up going number 2 to the Giants, and there was never a doubt that he would be the first runner off the board. We just saw why. His ability with the ball in his hands to turn a nice little gain into something big. He makes plays no matter how you get him the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1. Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. It's Barkley on the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Manning to throw on 2nd down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He spins free. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Hey, wait. Left. Hey, Tuesday. Let him go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Gun. Let him go. At 25. Hey, express. Hey, Tuesday.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Mario Edwards in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, it's Manning. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Manning steps away to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
12. 280. 25. Hey, wait. No. Hey, express. 21. 20. Let him go.
Here's Ryan. That's caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Zebra. Zebra.
Now Manning to try again after the pick 6. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
Rex Reyes, then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, wait. 11, 21. Ready, blue 80.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. interception. Here's Ryan. Out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10.
Go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam. Good. 280. Hey, go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam.
They begin with a run by Barkley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Zebra. Look. 288.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Manning now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Play action. Manning sliding out of the pocket. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now Manning again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Working from the gun, Manning. And he's going to go down again. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Manning, gotta have this one. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Vic Beasley in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. from the shotgun. Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Zebra.
Manning now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And give them a gain of 37. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Zebra.
On 1st down, Manning. Over the middle to Becker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's back to throw. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Russell Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from leading this game. Rosas to add the extra point. important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Hey, Tuesday. 11. Gun.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Manning will take a knee, and that should be the final act in this one. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get an extra week to think about it, as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.